And I want to say hi to all of you who've come to a webinar. This is a webinar on CoolSearch.com. I'm Jane Mark, and I'm one of the owners of CoolSearch. My wonderful partner, Phil Baston, is really the brains behind this site, and he developed the site. And I love this site. I love it for two reasons, and you're going to see why as we go through this demonstration on CoolSearch. The first reason I love it is really just pure fun. And if you can combine fun and earning money online, that's where I want to be. The second part of it is a much more serious part, which we'll get to towards the end of the webinar, which is a part of CoolSearch called CoolBuzz. And I'm going to show you how to use that because that has some serious clout to it in terms of getting you listed on Google. So the first thing I want to do before we even log in and start is I want to ask you all a question. And there's no right or wrong answer, so I want you all to give it a try at this. What is the main purpose of CoolSearch? I will type something off the top of your head. If you're familiar at all with CoolSearch, what is the main purpose of it? Why does it exist on the net? Why is it taking up white space on your screen right now? And there's more than one right answer, so I want to hear from you guys what you're getting out of CoolSearch. And Phil's going to read me a couple. What? Making money, that is certainly one of the main reasons. I'm with that. Okay, what else? Get on the first page of Google, probably the most important part of CoolSearch. What else? Get your message to as many people as possible. That's actually a very interesting answer because, as you'll see when we log in just a minute, you can get your message all over the net virtually on CoolSearch. So very good answer. Okay, what else? Buying and selling keywords, and when you do it for profit? Absolutely. Okay. Hopefully you do it for profit. Good understanding of CoolSearch. We've got another make money, get on onto Google. Keyword searches, right? Okay, good. All right, so all of those are absolutely correct, and they're all very good answers. So let's do this. Let's log in. And what I want to do, first of all, I want you to notice when you log into CoolSearch, you're going to find a special keyword of the day, which is always fun to participate in because it's usually, we try to put into the list of keywords of the day phrases that people search on. So instead of just saying, SOCINs, which nobody would just search on SOCINs, what are SOCINs? What are the top 10 money-making sites on the net? And these are interesting words because they get traded very fast back and forth. For example, I'm going to buy this because I obviously am interested in SOCINs. So if you want to buy it, you go and you search it. Tells you how much it's going to cost you. And you have to type in a CAPTCHA, 95C8, and then you can purchase the keyword of the day. Now, as you'll see, that keyword goes up in price every time. If I go back to home, you'll see that this has now gone up to $3.45. So if somebody wants to own that particular keyword, they're going to have to pay $3.45. What happens when they do that? I get my money back plus a commission. So this is a very fun way to kind of earn money back and forth with the special keyword. Now, if you're new to CoolSearch, the first thing you need to do is fund your account. So if you want to go to fund your account, you go to buy CoolBucks. You can fund it with as little as $10. And you really, in order to get the feel of Cool Search, you ought to fund it. There is absolutely no point, frankly, in being a free member of Cool Search. There are a lot of sites you can be a free member of So Cool, or many of our other sites. Being a free member of Cool Search, there's nothing to do. So put $10 at least in your account, and you do that by going to Buy Cool Bucks. You can pay by Visa or regular credit card, any of the major credit cards. I'm not going to buy any because I have $1,700, so I don't need any more. You start there. Then the next thing you want to do is buy a couple of keywords. And most keywords start at 20 cents. There are keywords that are much more expensive, up to $3,000, but the majority of keywords that you're going to buy start at 20 cents. Buy a keyword. I'm going to just take an example, easy as pie, because it really is easy to do this. And you search to see what the price is. There it is, 20 cents. Okay, so I'm going to buy that. When I buy it, the 20 cents comes out of my balance in the right-hand corner. Now, this is a relatively new part of Cool Search, which we put in maybe a month ago. When you buy a keyword, you have the option of buying it permanently so that nobody else can ever buy it back, or just buying it, and if somebody else sees that word or sees it going by in the Cool ticker and wants it, they can buy it back from you and you can forth. That's up to you. If you do want to buy the word, you would check yes, okay? And I'm not going to buy this right now and go through the buying process, but if this was a word I really wanted, like my own name, Jane Mark, which I already own, I would do yes, and I would have to pay $20 to own that word permanently. So that's just a straight fee. Any word that goes up to $2 with a value of $100, you pay $20 to own it. And then, what is it, 10% or 20%? If a word, let's say you wanted to buy the word So Cool, which is like, I don't know, $2,000, so I don't think most of you want to buy that. But if you wanted to own it permanently, you would pay for the word, and then you would pay 20% of the value. Well, let's say it was $2,000. So you would have to pay $400 on top of buying it in order to own the word. But you'll find that most words can be owned around the $20 price. Now, why do you want to own a keyword? If you own a website, or if you have a favorite affiliate site that you want to advertise, or if you are branding yourself on the net by using your name or your program's name, you do want to own that, because you don't, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. But if you have a particularly important site to you, you are going to want to say yes and go on and pay the $20 and own that keyword. And the reason for that is this. I'm going to show you how to do this in a minute, but I'm going to take the word social media, okay? Now, I am interested in social media. This is where you do a search at Cool Search. So I'm going to search on the word social media, and you'll see that I'm doing a Google search right now, okay? The site that always comes up on any search that I do, because I own the word social media, is So Cool. Why? Because I linked my site, So Cool, to the word social media at Cool Search. And if I search, let's go to Facebook, Facebook search. Hello, hello. Did Facebook just die on me, Phil, because it's not coming up? Yeah, Facebook always comes up. Let's try Twitter. Maybe it's my computer. Sorry guys, I'm having a problem getting the results to come up. Let me see if is it my computer, Phil? Try a search. If this had come up, which is at the moment it's not coming up on my computer. See what happens if I hit refresh. Oh no, don't tell me it's going to be my computer, Phil. At any rate, let's go back to Google and see if I can even get that to come up. This is going to be a great demo, guys, if I can't get the search to come up. Hang on, Phil's going onto his computer because he could show you his screen too in a minute. At any rate, I can walk you through it even if I can't show you right now. But when I type in a word that I own, like social media, I always appear on the top of the searches. And that gives you enormous exposure at Cool Search. So now, the way I link my sites, okay, here we go. I bet it did come back up, but I don't know why it took that long. Okay, but this is still the Google search. But again, on any of the searches, are you having that problem too, Phil? Oh boy, we're both having a problem getting the searches to come up. Okay, so he got Facebook, but you get the idea. Usually when there's not so many people using the site like we have now, these searches will come up and your site will appear right at the top of all the searches. Now, how did I do that? The first thing I did was I set up a link. You see where it says My Linked Sites? You can add any site that you're involved in. Let me give you a real example of how to add a site that you want to link to. Let's say I'm doing a lot of advertising. I'm sure most of you know this site, Instant Cash Plugin, okay? But it's not in my list yet of linked sites. So I'm going to it's going to ask you for the URL of the site you want to advertise. And then it's going to ask you to put in a title, like, you know, I would do Instant Cash Plugin, a review. Okay, so let's say I'm making that the title. And then you want to give it a description, and you want to use good keywords. Well, let me tell you some very popular keywords, like let's do traffic on autopilot. These are all very, I'm going to put commas in between my descriptions. Traffic on autopilot. Set it and forget it. Technology. Okay, all I'm doing now is setting up a link, and I'm giving it a description. Autopilot advertising. Whenever you can get the word advertising in a keyword or a tag, you want to put it there. What else do we know about traffic? Let's do traffic robots. Okay, that's enough. You get the idea. You can always come back and edit this and add more. But this sets up a description for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a keyword. Let's buy Instant Cash Plug in a review. A review. So I'm going to search this, and it's 20 cents to buy it, which is, as I said, most of your keyword phrases. I'm not going to buy it permanently, so I'm going to say no. But what I am going to do now is I am going to link to a keyword that I own. So I just bought Instant. See where it says link to keywords? I go Instant Cash Plug in a review, and now I'm going to select a site to link it to. So obviously I just set up Instant Cash plugin with my affiliate link, and I'm going to go to the keyword. And if I own the keyword, which I just bought it, it's going to cost me absolutely nothing to link this site to this keyword. So I'm going to go buy link, which means you're paying nothing for it. And that's now going to let me do this. I can search instant, let's do instant cash plug in a review. Remember, I own the word, and I'm going to do a search. And there's my affiliate link, which is now going to show on the top of any search that I do. So if I search on Google, or I'm going to try Twitter again, see if that comes up. Okay, there were no Twitter results for Instant Cash plugin. And there may not be a lot of results for this particular word yet. I'm talking about cool results at So Cool or the outside sites. But you can see that you will appear if anybody is searching on that at the top. So let's go back to a popular keyword and do a search. And there you're going to see results from So Cool, because I'm searching on So Cool, and my site is always going to appear at the top. Now, other people may have linked to the word social media, and they have to pay for that. Maybe they paid 25 cents to link to my word. So you can make money not just by owning a keyword or selling it, but let's say you really want to hold on to a keyword, but it's a popular keyword. Other people want to link to it, and they're going to have to pay you in order to link to that keyword. In fact, let me give you an actual example. Let's log out. Let me log into another account here. Oh, this is the keyword's up to $5.18. Okay, so I'm going to go to link to a keyword, okay? And I don't own social media, because now I'm in an account that doesn't own social media, but I want to link a site to it. So I type in social media. I go to link to keywords. I go to social media. I want to link it to So Cool. I search the keywords. Now, I don't own it. And if I want to link to it, because social media is a very expensive word, usually you'd see 25 cents here, 35 cents if it's not a very popular word. Social media is a very popular word. So if you wanted to link to my keyword, you would have to pay 20 cents. Now, I get 75% of that $20, and then the other is split between a pool and admin. So you can make a lot of money by owning, let's say you own the word advertising, which is very, very expensive, $3,000 or something. The person who owns that word gets paid when somebody else wants to link to it. So I don't want to go through the buying process, because that'll just waste your time. But if I wanted to link to it, I would pay $20, and then my link will never show at the top. So Cool link here. Let's say it was an affiliate link, because I don't own the word. So the person who owns the word will always show in the search. They will always show first, but then you will show up second or third, so at least you will get visibility. Let's see who actually shows. Let's do another search. So you can see I own the word in my other account, So Cool shows there. But here are some So Cool affiliates. They've linked to my keyword on several times, and they show up in the second and third position. And then there are other people who have linked who also, all of these people have linked to the word social media at Cool Search, and they show up. There are pages and pages of them. So you can see by owning the keyword that's a popular keyword, I make money because people have to pay me to link to my keyword. Okay, so we've gone over, you got to fund your account with something, otherwise you can't play the game, right? You have to buy some keywords that you want. You go to buy keywords. You set up your sites under My Linked Sites, as many sites as you would like. Your own sites, affiliate sites that you're promoting. You can set up as many as you like, and then you go link to keywords, and all you do is link a keyword that you're interested in or you own to one of the sites that you set up, and you just test it by going here and searching. Now, while we're at the search tool, this is completely new. We just added it the other day. What this is, and for those of you who want to see what's happening at the various search engines and see it not by one, you can search 3 of these search engines. Let's just take the first 3, Facebook and Twitter, and let's put in social media since that's what we've been using. And you can search all 3 of these. These are going to come up at one time. So here's the results at Google. I'm now showing at the top. The same site, my site, is showing at the top of these searches. Here's the results from Twitter. These are real Twitter results, real Google results. And if Facebook would get its act together, we would get a Facebook result in there. But there it goes. Okay, so these are results when you put in the word social media. These are actual search results from Facebook. And if you want to do some comparisons between what's getting listed where, this is a great way to do it. And instead of just searching one engine at a time, you can search all 3 of them at one time. So let's just recap for a moment. One of the right answers to what does Cool Search do is it gives your own site exposure for all of the members at Cool Search. I'm sorry, I got So Cool on the brain from talking about SoCons. But it gives your site the visibility, because this is a very prominent place to be on the top of all of these search engines. By the way, you can also buy advertising on Cool Search, and it will relate to the search terms that are being searched on. So you can get sponsored links even if you never own a keyword or link up at Cool Search. You don't have to do that. Just buy pure advertising outright. Now, the way you make money, we're going to get to Cool Buzz in just a little while, which is to me the most powerful part. But let me just make sure I'm still in Account Box. The way you make money, no, I'm not. Let me get out of here and go back into my main account. Okay. The most beneficial way to make money at Cool Search is from your downline. The more people that you sign up under you, and remember, most people can afford Cool Search because they can fund their account with as little as $10. So what you should be doing is advertising your affiliate link and getting as many people under you as you can at Cool Search. Every time they buy a keyword, you get a commission. Every time they sell a keyword, you get a commission. Every time they link to a keyword, doesn't have to be your own keyword. Every time they link to any keyword on the site, you get a commission. So the fastest action, I mean, you can make money just by buying and selling, watching what's going on and who's selling what at Cool Search, and buying the recently traded keywords. Like these are recently traded, the power of Twitter, very nice keyword. I'm going to buy that later. But you can look at the most recently traded words, and usually those are people online, and you can trade words back and forth and make money that way. But the most lucrative way to earn money at Cool Search is to sign people up under you, because you could then never do anything at Cool Search yourself at all, and still log back into your account and find that you've earned money just from the actions that your downline has taken. So that's the most powerful way. The other way is to always check recently traded words, or to get involved with the keyword of the day, which I have to log out and log in to see again. And a lot of people make a lot of money from this keyword, because I've seen this keyword go up as high as $70 to $90 in the course of a day. I just put this one in for the webinar. But when it's there all day, you can see results that go up to $70, $90, depending on what the keyword is. Okay, so we just kicked that one up a little, and somebody just made some money because they got all the money back that they paid for the keyword, plus they got a commission on it. So that's your money-making aspect. You know how to do it now. You know where to buy the keywords, where to fund your account, where to set your links up, where to link your keywords so you show at the top of the searches. Now, let's go to the real power of Cool Search, and that is getting your own sites onto Google page 1. And it can happen very, very fast if you do use Buzz the right way. Now, before I show you exactly how to use Cool Search, let's do a few searches on some words that I use often. All right, let's do more things like Jane's Sunday Sermons. Many of you know that on Sundays I write something called Jane's Sunday Sermons, and there are dozens of them. You will find that if you go down this page, this is page 1 of real Google, not Cool Search's Google, real Google, you're going to see Cool Search. These are all articles that I have written, or Sunday sermons, which are really articles, and they are on the front page of Google. So those are important. Now let's take another something. Let's go to business friendly social media. Let's see what we get here. Yakimore comes up. Now, business-friendly social media is a very popular search term, by the way. So for me to get an article from Cool Search in the position 4 and position 5 on the front page of Google using that particular search term is really, here's another one. This came from SoCool. You can do similar things at SoCool, but not to the same extent. This is really an extraordinary way to get listed at Google. Now let me show you how we do that. Maybe I have another example on here. Oh, this was really interesting. Okay, this is an exact search term, which most people would not search on. But this was a very recent Sunday sermon that I wrote. And I just noticed something. So those of you who know Cool Search, so this obviously, because I'm doing the exact search term, goes right to my Cool Search article. But in a few days, if you check Jane's Sunday Sermons, you will probably find that this Tangled Web one, which I wrote just this past Sunday, is up on the first page of Google. But here's something even more interesting, and I'm going to sidetrack just for a moment here. Here's something called Jane Mark's blog. Okay, I actually don't have a blog. I do have a SoCool blog. I have, a political blog. I do have blogs, but I don't have something called Jane Mark's blog. How did I get there? Folks, I want you to take a look, and this is not for now. We have a site called coolspace.com. Phil, just type that in there, coolspace.com. Go take a look at it. If you're an upgraded member at CoolSearch, you can post on a blog. It's one of the applications that you get with your membership. I didn't even know this. I swear to God, I've had owned CoolSpace for, I don't know, 3 years now. And I didn't know that when I was posting my blogs that they were coming out as Jane Marks blogs. So that's an aside. It doesn't really have to do with CoolSearch, but with CoolBuzz. But I wanted you to notice that if you use CoolSpace, which is kind of like a Facebook site but more sophisticated, you can get listed and without even knowing how you got listed. Okay, so let's go back to let's go back into. Now I'm going to show you how to do a CoolBuzz article, because no, that's not what I want. I don't want CoolBuzz. I want CoolSearch. Okay, let's go back into CoolSearch. We're still in my account. Before you start to do an article, you need to go, before you start to use CoolBuzz, which is over here, and if you click on this, you can get training, and there's all sorts of instructions. But I'm going to walk you through it because it's very, very important. What you do before you even start your article is go over here to My Account. And you're going to scroll down. And you see where it says, check yes to activate my CoolBuzz pages. This is on default set to no, so that you can just go and buy keywords and do whatever we just did for the past few minutes. If you want to create a CoolBuzz article, you must come here first and click yes, and then click save, and that's going to allow you to start the CoolBuzz process. Okay, so I have an article. What you want to do is have your article ready to go. You don't want to be sitting there typing it when this happens. So I'm going to buy, oh, I probably screwed this up if I put this word already. I know what we'll do. Okay. You start your article by buying the main keyword that you want to create the article around. So I'm going to do this, instant cash plug in. Let's try this. Maybe this will work if nobody owns this. Instant cash plug-in, a review. I'm just spelling it a different I don't want to spell it wrong. A review. Okay, so this is going to be my controlling keyword, and it's 20 cents. Okay, I'm going to write an article around instant cash plug-in, and it's going to cost me 20 cents to start it. Now watch what happens because I set my account to yes. It's going to ask me, do I want to own this word permanently? I'm just going to say no. And then here's what happens when you've set your account to yes. You'll get this prompt. It says, add a CoolBuzz page to your keyword. That's the start of your article. You answer yes. Then it's going to ask you, we need some information for your Instant Cash plugin, a review that you just purchased. Do you have a relevant link to this keyword? The answer is, of course, I have an affiliate link, so I'm going to answer yes. What that does is get you to the box that lets you put your CoolBuzz article in. So here's my subject line. That's my controlling keyword. I wrote an article, have your article pre-written, and I'm going to go all the way down here. This is the article that I pre-wrote on the site, and I'm going to put it in here. And it's not going to be necessarily formatted right, so don't you don't have to worry about that because you get to edit it later. Shows me my controlling keyword that I bought, and then it's going to ask me for a resource box. This is something that's about you. Okay, so in this case it says, because people want to read an article, they want to know why they should listen to you. So here's what I'm saying. I'm saying Jane Mark is the owner of over 60 well-known business advertising sites that she has developed with her partner Phil Bastin over the past 12 years. She's the president. In other words, I'm putting down expertise, whatever your own expertise is. She is the president of SoCool and uses Instant Cash plugin to drive traffic to her popular site, SoCool. In this box, you want to lend yourself some credibility so that when people see you on Google and they read about the site you're promoting, that you lend some weight and expertise. The resource or bio box is where you do that, and you don't put your link in this box. You wait to come down here, and I have my link here somewhere. Okay, so this is my affiliate link for Instant Cash plugin, and I pop it in here. Okay. Come on, pop. There we go. Okay. So then you just hit submit. Now, what that does is it brings you to a box where you can edit the format. And it's going to be all messy-bessy, as you want to call it. So I just go in here and I'm going to neaten up these lines so that they run together. If I was doing this for real, but I'm not going to stop now, I would simply take this where I link. I wouldn't show the link. I would use the word Instant Cash plugin, and I would link the link up here in this editor box. I don't want to teach you how to edit today. I just want to show you some of the things that you can do. But you go through this and you make sure that it's formatted and looks all right. See down here, for example, I got to tighten up my bio box, and then the link that you put in appears at the end of the article. So you're going to do your first round of publishing, and this is important. When I say first round, one of the reasons that I keep getting on the first page of Google is I don't publish this article once, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to publish it now. Okay, now I don't want to link any more relevant links because you could go through this, it'll ask you to write another article. So I just go cancel, and then I go right back to my article. The first thing that I want to do, you can always edit it, but that's not what I want to do right now. The first thing I want to do is add relevant tags. Google, all the search engines are all looking for relevant keywords that are in this article. By relevant, I mean that you've actually mentioned them when you're doing the article. So here's, let's just take, I've mentioned traffic on autopilot, okay? And it has to be relevant to what you're saying. I'm going to try to add the tag traffic, meaning I'm going to buy it, traffic on autopilot if somebody doesn't own it. Okay, it says add tag. Now, here it will give you a choice to click here to purchase it, which is what I'm going to do. But you can, if you don't want to purchase it, you don't have to. But I'm going to purchase this unless it's wacko expensive. But let's try this. No, it's 20 cents. Okay, so that's a tag that I want to add to my article. And I'm going to go like this, purchase keyword. And then it will take you back to your article. And you will see that the tag traffic on autopilot is added. Now, is it enough to do 1 or 2 tags? No. The first place Google goes to look is a bunch of tags to pick up the major keywords. So what you want to end up doing down here is having at least 10 tags, at least. I usually go for 15 to 20 tags. So I go through the article, traffic robot, okay? These are words that people are likely to search on. Traffic robot. Let's see what that's selling for. So go to add tag, click here to purchase. It's going to take me here. I'm going to search for the price. Oh, not bad. 30 cents. I'm going to purchase that. And you got to wait for a second. There's a time lapse, and then there's that tag is added. So you get the idea, but I would not ever put out an article, and you'll notice on my articles, if you go down to the article owner and tag, you're going to always find that I have about 10 to 15. If it's a really doozy article and it has a lot of very good keywords, meaning they're searched on often, you will find I have 20 tags down here, because that's where Google goes to pick up the content first of your article, and then they go and look to see if those words are actually in your article. So you don't want to add irrelevant tags, because that won't do you any good. If you wanted to buy here are the facts, that's fine. But don't buy any words that are not actually in, or keyword phrases that are not actually in the article that you've just written. Now, once I do that, that is not my last stop. And here's why. I go right back to my articles. They're all listed here. And I just want to, let's go to a tangled web for a moment. That's the Sunday sermon. I just want you to look at the tags at the bottom, just to see. I'm not kidding. Don't leave your article with 1 or 2 tags. That's not really going to help you. But all of the stuff that I discussed in this Sunday sermon, I took a whole bunch of them, and they are in my tags, but they also appear in my article. So if I want to keep this tangled web, by the way, up on, let's say it gets there in the next couple of days, up on Google. But eventually, if I don't kind of tweak it and change it and republish it, it's probably not going to stay there. So I often will go back to an article I've written, and now I'm going to go back to this one that we just did. And I'm going to make some kind of change. It almost doesn't matter what kind of change you make. So let's try to do something that I was showing you before. I'm going to type in the word instant cash plugin. Okay. And I don't like to have actual links in my article, so I'm going to, I got this compatibility thing. Well, let's do it this way. Okay, I'm going to link this. See how this is blank? I'm going to take this word, instant cash plugin, and I'm going to go back to my URL here. And I'm going to pop that in here. Now, I want any link in my article to pop up in a new window. So I'm going to go to blank, and I'm going to go insert. Okay, so now I've made a change in this article. Doesn't matter what the change is. And I'm going to delete, because now I don't need this affiliate link, where you really shouldn't put links in your article. Make them live links by using a word and linking the word to a link. So now I've made a change. So I have to, of course, republish the article. That's the only way it gets back onto the web. my point here is that even if you're just reformatting or going back to highlight something, or you're making a word link and you're taking out links that may have been in there from the beginning, the only link you want in an article when you're through is the one at the bottom of your resource. I'm talking about real link that shows. But you can link as many words that you think are relevant to your actual URL. So you want to publish this a number of times, and here's why. Every time I hit publish article and I've made just a slight change, like here I could say just the facts. I mean really just the facts. Okay, so now I've made a change in the article. We ping the weblogs for you at when you publish your article. What that means, without getting too technical, is that we're telling Google or any of the search engines, Bing or Yahoo, whatever, that you've just put new content on the web. Now, they don't know that you've just changed the word fact to facts or whatever you want to do. It's new content as far as the search engines are concerned. So I will, when I first do an article, publish it, then go back and reformat it, highlight some things. I mess around with it for a little while. Maybe I'll add tags and then I'll add a few more tags and then go back and republish it. That really helps you get listed not only faster but higher, because all of a sudden Google and the other search engines are seeing content that's changing. And they go, oh, new content, I got to look at it. So of all the things that we've spoken about at Cool Search, this is absolutely the most powerful part of Cool Search. It means that you need to take a little time, and you can do this for any site you're promoting, but write a review about the site you're promoting. First of all, people search all the time on, let's say a new site came out, like that site, what is it called, Ultimate Power Profits or whatever. So write an article that says Ultimate Power Profits, a review. First of all, you'll always find you can buy the keyword here very cheaply at Cool Search. Second of all, people usually search to get a review or reviews about a site that they're interested in. So that's a really cool technique to use when you're writing an article. Write the article. I'll show you what I do when I write an article. I write down what's the controlling keyword. In other words, what is the keyword I'm going to buy to center the whole article about. So I actually write that down. Instant Cash plugin, a review. That's what we just did. I would ordinarily write down the tags that I know I want to add later. First, I write the article, of course. Otherwise, you won't know what tags you want to add. So you write the article, whatever it's about. You write your bio and leave it separate from the end of your article. And you decide what your main URL is that you're going to put in that little box at the end. Then you make a list of 10 or 20 tags that you want to add that come directly from what you've said in your article. So do it all out in Notepad first, and then go in and remember your first step is to go to My Account and switch that Cool Buzz yes and no thing. Sorry, I went too far. Go down to where it says check yes to activate my Cool Buzz page. Now, when you finish your article, you want to go back here and hit no and go save. Otherwise, every time that you buy a keyword, you're going to lose your mind because it's going to ask you, do you write an article, or do you want to write an article? So when you start, you go to My Account, you hit yes, I want to write a Cool Buzz article. When you're finished and you've added your tags and done everything you wanted to do on the article, you go back to My Account and click no. And that way you can just go back to buying keywords like you were doing before and you know, going through all the fun part of Cool Search, which is the buying and the selling of keywords. Okay, so first of all, does anybody have any questions? And if you do, make sure that you're typing them to Phil in the chat box. And if any of you have a microphone, a headset on, or a microphone that we can pick up, let Phil know that you'd like to say hello and get online with us, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Don't be shy. If you have a microphone, put it on and ask away. It can be on Cool Search, on SOCINS that we went over in the beginning, or on anything you would like to know about anything in the world. Well, that might be a little too broad. Oh, okay, and also, we do have a follow-along link. I forgot about that. I got so engrossed in telling you what Cool Search was doing. Okay, we went over this in the beginning, the kinds of things that Cool Search can do. And if you read through this, you'll see that we went over in a little bit more detail each of the main functions of Cool Search. Then you and I just went over how you actually did this, how you go in and buy keywords. Oh, and this is what we're going to do. I forgot about this. First of all, this is really, if you love Cool Search the way I do, which I'm in there all the time, if you go into the members area now, a founding membership costs $1,750. Now, we give you $1,000 back, so it's still a really good deal. But if you signed up to Cool Search and you didn't pick up the founding membership, you can use this link, which will let you pay $1,250 for a founding membership, and you get $1,000 back. So you pay the $1,250, and we put $1,000 back in your Cool Search account, which will buy you a heck of a lot of keywords. Now, you do have to spend the $1,000, because you can't be a founder without actually spending it. But you don't have to spend it right away. You don't have to spend it in one place. And you get a lot of free advertising when you become a founder. So this is a really interesting membership. If you can swing it, you should get this, because it'll keep you in business for a long time. If you can't, what we're going to do tonight, and this is only for people on this call tonight, if you fund your account with $100 or more, we're going to put 10% of it back in your account. So if you put in $100, we'll give you $10 back. If you put in $200, we'll give you $20 back. Now, we'll probably do that tomorrow morning, but you will get it back. Don't worry, because we're going to take off and go out for dinner in a few minutes. But if for those of you, and this only applies to those people who are on this webinar, if you fund your account with $100 or more, this has to be new money, not money that's already in there. We call it give me 10 or a kickback. We're going to kick back 10% to you, and we'll add it back to your account either later tonight or probably more early in tomorrow morning. So that's a good deal if you can't swing the founding membership. Now, for those of you who joined us for the SOCINS thing, you can also pick up the silver annual membership. And this was not a webinar on SoCool, but as I said, you can go into the training section and just take a look at the webinars we've done on SoCool. But use this silver membership one-time offer link, which will save you $100 a year on the silver membership at SoCool. So if you want to know, guys, what my two favorite sites are on the net, it's SoCool, because SoCool is absolutely a must. That is where I start my day and make my sales on the net. But in terms of being able to really use this site as an advertising site and getting yourself listed on Google, there is nothing that exists like Cool Search. And it is really fascinating. You don't have to write long articles. You don't have to be a wonderful writer. What you do have to do is focus in on the site that you own or that you're promoting as an affiliate and get to know it. And then you can write a review of any site on the net and people will want to read it. I guarantee you that if somebody is promoting a new site and they don't know much about it, they are going to go to XYZ site A review. And what are they going to find? They're going to find you. Who are they going to sign up under? They're going to sign up under somebody who is giving them good information on a site. This Cool Buzz feature of Cool Search is very, very powerful. And it is not enough on the net. You certainly can use mailers. Phil and I develop mailers, and in my estimation, SoCool has one of the best, most effective mailers on the net. But it is not enough to simply throw out ads in people's faces all the time. They want to know more. They want to know about you. They want to know what your expertise is. They want good information about a site. This writing of Cool Buzz articles, and as you can see, I put my money where my mouth is. I have pages and pages of articles that I write because that gets my sites all over the net in very advantageous positions on the major search engines. So if you want to know where the real power of Cool Search is, it's right here at Cool Buzz. And the fun part is right here by buying and selling keywords. Now, incidentally, while I'm on the subject of founders, every Friday, we pay out your commissions, by the way, daily. So if you have commissions that you want, you can just go in and you request to get paid, and we pay them usually early in the morning. We pay them once a day for anyone who requests a commission. But if you are a founder or a partner, because you can do a partner upgrade too, you get paid every Friday. You get paid out of the pool. We call it the pool. We take a certain amount of the profits every week, and they go into a pool, and every founder and every partner gets a pro rata share of whatever that pool is. You also can get into what's called a silver pool or a gold pool after you spend $500 at Cool Search. Now, founders have it really good because founders and partners automatically get into the silver pool. They're in the gold pool. They're in the founder pool if they're a founder, and they're in all four pools if they're a partner. So that means every week you sort of get paid 3 times whatever anybody. If let's say you're a founder, you're going to get paid your silver pool position, your gold pool position, and your founder pool position. So that's a pretty cool place to be. You can become a founder, spend your $1,000, never log into Cool Search again, and you're going to have money in your account every single week, and you're going to have it 3 times as much. And it depends. That can be very little money if it's a slow week at the site. It can be quite a bit of money if there's a lot of action going on at the site. But what I'm saying is there are people who became founders, a year ago, who may or may not be using the site, and they log back in and they've got money in their account. So it's a really nifty site. And I think that does anyone have any more questions or want to get on the horn? I'm happy to stay. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to close some of these open windows. What? I should do what? Is somebody asking us to do it? Oh, Phil's talking to me. I thought he was asking me a question that one of you guys had. Did we answer all your questions? Oh, this is amazing. Okay, well, I want to thank you all for being here, and I hope you got something out of this. We are always available. You can shoot us an email through support, and you will get an answer from us. And I hope you have a great evening, and we'll be doing more webinars, not just on Cool Search, on So Cool and on marketing in general. So